Ah, how may...
Oh, we got the Grave Warden's ashes.
Gracious, let
I never gave her. Okay. The Grave Warden's ashes allows her to sell Carthus Rouge, which is very important, because that helps you induce bleed. And as per some of the new stuff that she now has available, let's see, oh, a Crescent Axe. And a normal halberd. A Morning Star. Morning Stars actually inflict bleed, nice. And the big things are the Black Iron set is now available. Helm made of black iron from the set of armor for which Knight Slayer Tsorig was infamously known. Offers extensive and particularly effective protection from fire. Chestpiece Gauntlets legging, and the Executioner set, Steel Helm of Horus the Hushed, who took a liking to its cold, bulky insides. The original owner was said to be a corrupt executioner who was killed and stripped of his armor. Horus is one of only 2 children to escape Aldrich's clutches. So that's actually very telling. Horus is one of 2 children to escape Aldrich, meaning that Horus and Henri were once, or at least it's hinted at that it's probably Henri as well, were once meant as sacrifices to be devoured by Aldrich, and Horus and Henri were able to escape, which is why they are so hell-bent and very set on trying to hunt down and kill Aldrich. Oh, and we can get a Wolner's Crown, which I think we've looked at before. I'm pretty sure we've looked at before. For some different items, if you guys are interested in them. Oh, also I can buy kukris now because of the Grave Warden's ashes, if I recall correctly.
Ashen One, if my wares are not...
Alright, enough with you. Ashen One, if my wares are not satisfactory, blah 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 blah.
Ah, just wasn't he?
So let's talk with Andre. I want to reinforce my Uchi to a +5, +6. I can even +7 it because I got a couple of chunks. +7. And we got an Estus Shard, just 1. And we're going to reallot this all to regular Estus now.
Prithee, be careful. I don't want
Prithee, be careful. Blah, 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 blah. And we got some Undead Bone Shards to burn as well. We're currently at a +4. Now we're at a +5 Estus. +6 Estus. Nice. And that's it. And now I'm going to swap out this Deep Ring. I don't really want this on anymore for... I guess... Flamestone Plate Ring. Did that get rid of all my spells? No, it just got rid of the Flash Sweat. Cool. Okay, so the reason that I'm doing all this right now is because, well, we've pretty much explored all of Smoldering Lake.
Very well then taken.
All that's really left to do is to go and
Farewell, Ashen One.
fight the boss.
Ah,
However, the boss itself is a little tough
Ashen
for this stage of the game. The boss is actually very tough for this stage of the game.
Let these souls withdraw.
Get a little bit more
Farewell,
strength.
Ashen One.
Once again, we're doing a quality build. Alright, so as I was saying, we are going to go fight the boss of this area. Now, there is something extremely special about the fight with the boss in this area. You're going to want to be embered up, because we're going to be summoning in an NPC. For good reason, as well. Let's get a gold pine resin. Only got the 1, huh? I guess I'll get human pine resin on as well. The boss that we're about to fight is resistant to bleed, resistant to fire, resistant to quite a lot of different things, but electricity seems to do a nice little bit of extra boon. So, we'll come over here and we will see the summon sign for Great Swamp Cucullus, whatever. A Great Swamp Cucullus. We need to summon in this phantom, and we need to kill the boss without this phantom dying. This phantom is not allowed to die. That is our stipulation. So, we're going to have to be very careful in this fight, and we're going to have to do this rather quickly. Just waiting for him to summon in. Alright, Great Swamp Cucullus is in. We're going to enter right away, because I want to get into this fight before Cucullus has a chance to. And this is the old Demon King. Hit the crap out of him as you get in here. I suggest having a relatively well-upgraded weapon for this fight. Especially at this point of the game, he can be very strong, as you can see. However, if you're very careful, he won't do a whole lot to you. And if you have the flame stone plate ring on, he does a little bit less damage because he does mainly fire. I would highly suggest trying to get him to face opposite of Cucullus when fighting you, when he's attacking you, and that'll keep Cucullus from taking too many hits right away. Alright, as Phase 2 enters, that is when things get dangerous. When he does that, he is summoning meteors into the sky. You want to keep away from him when he does that. Cucullus is a bit of an idiot and gets near him. So, be careful. You can actually stagger him if you hit him enough times in a short period of time. Alright, let's apply some dark. Heal up. Oh god, that's a big swing. No biggie. No biggie. Cucullus, get out of here. Pay attention to me, Dermas! Okay, there's meteorites about to fall down. Again, you don't want to be hit by that. Cucullus, don't die! Don't die on me, you bitch! Alright, so once he's really injured, that's what he does. He just kind of stands there and charges up one big attack. Keep wailing on him, stay healed up, and it's no big deal. Soul of the old Demon King. Cucullus! Yo, you man, you! And with that, the boss of the area has been defeated. Also, I want to just look around this area and point out, look how many dead demons there are. Look at this pile of stray demons and Taurus demons, and notice how small they are. All of them are small in stature. Now, I'm not sure if this was because of like technical limitations and whatnot, or if it's an actual thematic thing, but every demon that is dead here is much smaller than what you would find in Dark Souls 1. All of them are tiny by comparison. And if you look up here very carefully, you'll notice the Centipede Demon, or at least a couple of the heads of the Centipede Demon over here, which was a unique boss in Dark Souls 1, which I think is a pretty decently cool. And yeah, just taking a look around, looking at all the dead demons. Most of them are stray demons. Most of them are stray demons, if you look very carefully. A decent mixing of Taurus demons here and there, but definitely mainly stray demons, which I suppose makes sense, because in Dark Souls 1, stray demons were the most common demon that you could find. There were 3 different variations of it as a boss. And with that, we're actually done with the area, with only a couple things left to do. Only a couple of things left to do for for what's left, considering the smoldering lake. So first off, we're going to come over here, and we're going to get some information on that boss soul. So let's take a look at it. Soul of the old Demon King. The shriveled old Demon King is now like a clump of burnt ash, but he is the last living witness of the chaos of Izalith. He is the last actual demon from Izalith, according to his soul.
Aha.
So let's talk with Ludleth. From his soul, we can get the Chaos Bed Vestiges, hurl a chaos flame that scorches the vicinity. Traces of the tumultuous seed bed that birthed the beings known as demons. Demons born from fire bore its smoldering essence and perished soon after. Man shares this rapport with the flames to this day. Takes 20 intelligence to use, though, but it's a pretty decently strong pyromancy. It's not bad. And the Old King's Great Hammer, which takes 30 strength to wield. Great Hammer of the Old Demon King. This weapon has survived since Old Izalith, and is imbued with remnants of the Chaos Flame. With the skill Molten Perseverance, anchor the weapon in the earth to temporarily boost poise, and use strong attack to stab the earth and trigger molten explosions. Which is essentially the final move that the Old Demon King was using as he was dying.
Now.
Alright. So, sorry, I was suppressing a hiccup there, which is why I went silent for a moment or two. So over here, with Cornyx, we can give the Izalith Pyromancy Tome.
Ah, what have we here? A pyromancy tome from Izalith.
Yes!
Then you found the home of pyromancy.
Yes, I'm amazing!
Brilliant. I will never curse being old and undead again. Now, show it here, quickly. Let us channel them together. The primal pyromancies known only to old Master Salaman.
So for those wondering, Solomon was the first human to ever learn how to cast pyromancies, and was a student of Quelana. So this being the pyromancy book of Quelana's pyromancies means that we're learning the primal pyromancies, which allows us to learn the Great Chaos Fire Orb, Art of the Flame of Chaos from Ancient Izalith. Hers a Great Chaos Fire Orb. Chaotic flame melts even great boulders and creates a brief surge of molten lava on impact. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters birthed the flame of chaos, but it devoured them along with their home. And the Chaos Storm. Chaotic flame blah blah blah. The all-engulfing chaos flame eventually formed a tumultuous seedbed which birthed the twisted things known as demons. Interesting. This erects multiple chaos fire pillars in the vicinity. Chaos Storm it can be powerful, but it's undirected. It spawns random flame pillars in a radius around you, which can do a whole lot of damage, but it kind of has to hit, and it has a pretty long charge up. Whereas Great Chaos Fire Orb, on the other hand, throws a very powerful orb in the direction that you're aiming, and you can aim it. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get that.
Heed my words, unkindled
Let's talk.
one. Fear the fire. The home of pyromancy, Izalith, was scorched by the very fire it created. Undoubtedly, it was a flame of chaos, tangled by a witch's hand. But who's to say that this bonfire's flame is any different?
Fear the fire. By the gods, Lawrence. Fear it.
Heed my
And that's all he
words,
has to say. I would like to buy that other pyromancy. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's pop a soul. Not a boss soul, obviously. And now we can learn the Chaos Storm.
Heed the undoubted who? Do not beg. What is it?
And I think that's all he has to say.
Heed the undoubted who?
And I can purchase this Pyromancer garb from him. That's about it for now. And I can also reinforce my Pyromancer's flame, but otherwise, we've done most of what we can do with Cornyx. However, there's one more thing involving Cornyx. And this has to do with why we This has to do with exactly why we had to summon in that NPC Phantom, and make sure that he survived through the fight with the old Demon King. If that Phantom dies, then this will not work, so definitely make sure that Phantom stays alive. Even if you have to put off this the old Demon King boss fight for a while, definitely make sure the Phantom survives. Because this is not a required boss fight. You don't have to fight the old Demon King. No one said you have to. I'm just doing it because, yeah, I'm doing everything. Anyway, if we come back up here, remember the undead settlement? Oof. I'm gonna just cut our way through these nerds. Anyway, if you recall, back here was Cornyx's cage. And after fighting the old Demon King and winning with the NPC Cucullix, Great Swamp Cucullix, we can come over here. We get the Spotted Whip in Cornyx's set. This is likely the corpse of Cucullus himself. If you recall, Cucullus was wearing Cornyx's equipment. So, let's see, we've got... Oh, where is it? Do I not have it? Oh, wait, there it is. The Old Sage's Blindfold, Cornyx's Garb, Cornyx's Wrap, and Cornyx's Skirt. Attire of Cornyx, Pyromancer of the Great Swamp. In the Great Swamp, it was customary to adorn oneself with articles of nature. Cornyx favored the use of raven feathers. Ravens are said to have once been Firelink messengers, guiding the undead to the land of ancient gods. Which says a lot, because in Dark Souls 1, a raven, or a crow, I think it was actually a crow. But, you know, maybe Miyazaki doesn't remember one from the other. Flies you from the undead asylum to Firelink Shrine. Attire of Cornyx Great Sword. The bronze ornamentation serves to ward off evil spirits. The long skirt emulates those worn by witches, who were the forebears of pyromancy. So now, we can become Cornyx, only slightly more hollowed out. And that is the end of everything that you can do in the Smoldering Lake. That's all of it. We did it, everyone. We did it all. How does that feel, everyone, to do everything in the Smoldering Lake? So yes, if you guys ever want Cornyx's set, that is how you get it. You have to fight the old Demon King with Great Swamp Cucullus, and Cucullus has to live through the fight. And that is the last bit of side questing that we can do for the moment. For the exact moment. When it comes to everything before the continuation of our main quest. Unfortunately, when we come talk to him, dressed like this, he doesn't have anything else. Which kind of weak, man.
Do not be gone for... What is it?
Kind of weak, man. Oh, wow. It just takes large Titanite right away to go to +3. I guess the Pyromancy Flame probably doesn't go much past +2 or whatever. It probably goes to +5 total. So I think I'll attune over to Great Chaos. Oh yeah, I can't use... because it takes 2 slots. But you notice that the Chaos Pyromancies have no attribute requirements at all. Because they... Now, I'm going to give a bullshit lore reason, which doesn't make sense entirely, but it'll work fine. The reason that the Chaos Pyromancies do not take any sort of attribute requirements is because they draw upon the most primal form of pyromancy, which uses the soul itself as its catalyst. So you need no faith, no intelligence to do it. You just need the power of your own soul and harnessing it. Which is what pyromancy originally was, but now it is what it is. It is the mix between faith and intelligence. So with that, that's Smoldering Lake. That's everything to do with it. That's Lost Izalith, basically. And that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our journey through this area of Dark Souls 3. When we come back for the next one, we will head into the area behind Wolnir, because as you recall, there was some steps leading up to the next area, and continue our journey down the main plot line of Dark Souls 3. So thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be sure to see you guys on the next episode, and bye-bye, everyone.